Today for you, I have a 5-in-1 airdrop technique to go and utilize with bridging as well as different protocols such as Scroll, ZKSync, deBridge, Jumper, and many more. So with that, we jump straight onto the laptop. And if you do like this type of video, let me know in the comments or make sure to leave a like as well. If we reach 300 likes, I know we like it. But we jump off with Jumper. And why is Jumper? Well, first of all, you can buy the cryptos directly from Jumper in case you don't have it. But let's say we have it, and within any networks that you want, we go and do our first swap. Now, Jumper will have an airdrop, and it is gonna be based on the experience that you do get, as we see over here with the level of experience. Now, how do you get the experience? Well, as we see from this tab over here, we gotta do transaction, amount volume, and also swaps within the possibility, which gives you the monthly XP transaction. So what we can do is 1 to 5 or 1 to 50 plus transaction a month, as well bridging, as well as swapping. So the amount of money that you have and swapping. So very, very important with that data. We know we go and do our first missions. The first one will be a easy bridge, Ethereum from Arbitrum to Optimism. We go and utilize simply 0.01 without any big deal. And let's say you have a budget of $100, you can also go and put 0.05 and utilize it in different chains. Going and looking at this, you can do 10 transactions from Arbitrum to Optimism, Optimism to Scroll, and just keep going around the whole ecosystem. As we see here, there are many. Just keep going around all of them, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and so on and so on, and you will get that XP point. But as we said, we start over here, and for the video, we go and do 0.01 over to the Optimism. The nice thing about Jumper is that they don't take any bridge, and as well, they don't take any fees. The fees comes from their partner, in this case, Hyphen, Across, Hop, etc. And by doing this, you are also able to go and farm these different airdrops that potentially could happen with all of these platforms. So we go and pick the first one. We go and start the bridge. We go over here from Arbitrum. We sign the transactions as they open up on the wallet. And as you saw, that 9-cent transaction fees is not from Jumper itself, is from Hyphen, which allows you to do the transfer within the Jumper exchange. So definitely a big up. Then if you want to go and do more, if you want to do the volume, if you want to do the transaction, simply go and bridge more. You can go and do, for example, here instead of 32, I could go and do all of it directly to the possibility of Optimism over here. So then I get to collect the XP for the bridging, more than $1,000 or more than $10,000 or whatever it is if I do a few of them. And as we see over here, the fees could go up if we go and put, for example, the whole situation, as we see, was 9 cents before. It is 1 cent, which, by the way, it is insufficient with the gas, but it is 1 cent transaction fees. But now that we have it over on Optimism, we can go and decide from Optimism to do the other thing. From Optimism, we can go to Base, for example, and go and collect ourselves the juicy possibility to do the other to get more experience points, but you can do that and you understood. But now that we have them over on Optimism, I do believe that dBridge is the next big airdrop, and the link if you want to join is down below. And we're gonna go and earn our second airdrop with dBridge. So from Optimism, with dBridge, we can either send it back to Ethereum or we can send it up to any other chain. In this case, I want to go and show you 2 different possibilities for this one. So the first one will be to go and send it to Ethereum. Absolutely, yes, we can go and send them back to Ethereum, which is step or the procedure number 1. And dBridge will give you the airdrop based on the points that you get by the gas fees that you burn. So it is a little bit more expensive in terms of gas fees, yes, between Jumper that we just saw and the dBridge airdrop over here. You do get to pay a little bit more on gas fees. This gas fees gets translated into point, which end up into a leaderboard. And based on the amount of gas that you consumed, you will get the allocation for the airdrop. It doesn't matter the volume, it doesn't matter none of that. It just matters how much transaction you go and put in is the point allocation. So if you send as we saw, 0.01 that we just sent ourselves over on ETH, is 428 points. If we send 0.1 ETH, so 10 times that, is the same amount of points, so it doesn't matter. But now that we have them into Ethereum, what can we do? Well, the next step is to go and send them over to Solana, which with dBridge we can do very easily. as we see over here, we click on Solana. Now that we have them on Solana, this will allow us for 2 new airdrops. First of all, it is going to allow us to go and get the swap Jupiter airdrop over here. And once we have this, we're gonna go and send them back to deBridge over to Scroll, and I'll show you how. So with deBridge over here, we simply go and click the amount that we wanna put, which is the 0.01, and wanna send it to Solana. As you see here, please enter a valid address. By doing this, simply click on the Phantom wallet over here, click on this one, put your password, and simply go and get your address over here, copy it, paste it over here. And as we see, we're gonna calculate everything, and we're gonna go and earn some gas fees. We're gonna spend some gas fees, earn some points as well for this one. But the good thing is you're sending your token to Solana. By doing this, once you get to Solana, you can also send them back to Arbitrum or any other change. And the nice thing is that you will have a 2 wallet airdrop. One is this one, as we saw here. It has 117,000 points, which is, for you to understand, keeps on getting points, keeps on scaling the leaderboard. But now, as we did send our token over to Solana, once we swap our Solana wallet, we see here that it's a brand new wallet with brand new points. So you could be farming 2 wallets for the same airdrop, and it is not wrong, like it's not against the rule, not against the terms of service, simply because it is another wallet, and if you want to bridge to Solana, you need to bridge to another wallet no matter what. So this is very important. Before going onwards, guys, I do want to talk about something I talked about in the channel quite a bit, and I did go and invest in this pre-sale. If you want to enter into the pre-sale tokenomics world, this is the Satoshi Dex. It is the first world Bitcoin decentralized exchange, and I only got 4 days left for the round 13, which make sure by the time this video goes live, potentially could be 3 or 2 days. So make sure to go and join them. If you want to join, the referral link is down below. You got all the white paper, the tokenomics, but I did invest in this. We know pre-sale are very extremely dangerous. Yes and no. I did decide to go and take the risk because first of all, they sponsored token 249 at the Dubai event, and as well they are getting listed already on an exchange, which proves that the token is there. So I did go and invest it. If you want to go and do your own research, make sure to do them before investing. But as a pre-sale, I do believe I got 40,000 tokens. So at that time was about $450. So this is my allocation for it, but you can still get in. But talking about this one, which is just an update that I wanted to bring you, we can go and talk more about this one. Now that we have on Jupiter, on dBridge over here, we send from Ethereum to Solana, we have them on Solana. We can go and farm this airdrop, but as we have them on Solana, let's go and jump and, farm the Jupiter airdrop season 2. Now this airdrop, it is going to be here in January 2025. So there is still a lot of time ahead, but it's never bad to simply do a few trades every week, bi-weekly, whatever you want to do it. When you remember, oh, let me go and do some trade on Jupiter. And as we are here now, let's do them now. So we got 257, now we're 279. So we got the I believe it was 20 that we did send. Yeah, 0.2. And the Jupiter airdrop, you're gonna go and receive it by doing the swapping and staking Jupiter token, which I'll show you just a second how to do it. But by doing the swapping, it's very easy. We do a few swaps and we start off with Solana to USDC. We click on confirm the swap and we are going to get the swapping done, especially now that the bridging situation with Jupiter and the Phantom wallet is a little bit more chill. We can go and do this. And bear in mind, we're gonna go and see the Scroll bridge as well as the ZKSync bridge. It doesn't have to be this order that we're looking at right now. I'm just showing you in an order that I went and do it properly, but you can start from Scroll, from Ethereum to Scroll, from Scroll to Ethereum, and then do Jumper over here, go from Ethereum and do all the procedure. This is just my way of doing these things, but you can interact all of them however you want. Talking about over here we're farming the Jupiter. So we did the swap. We're going to do the second swap, and the second swap is going to be the WEN token. Why do I do the WEN token? Simply because it is a launchpad over here on the Jupiter exchange. And I don't know, I have a feeling that doing this could potentially lead to a better airdrop. Once again, we have the possibility to also farm Orca and Radium, which are, in case they're going to have an airdrop, is the way that they are doing everything. And just keep on doing everything that you need to do. Sometimes over here with the slippage cannot work, but just click on approve, send, confirm, do it over again. and you will get it done. Once we did Solana to USDC, USDC to WEN token, we're gonna go and do the WEN token to the Jupiter token, which we have right here. Now, with the Jupiter token, which is the main token for this platform, as you know, as the name says, we're gonna go and look at something that you can do with the WEN token as well. Now, with the WEN token, you need to go and stake them in order to receive full allocation for the airdrop number 2. And how do you do it? Well, with this 28 Jupiter token that we just received right now, you can either keep on swapping half of it and go back to the procedure with half of it, or simply go and stop here without the scroll or the ZKSync, or you can do it at the end. So another potential idea would be to, before coming back here, after dBridge, we do the situation over here, you send the token wherever you want, and then you jump to the scroll, you do this one and not. But for this swap Jupiter, I would suggest you half of it goes to the, over here, the teddy bear governance. Half of the Jupiter, you put them into stacking situation over here, because by stacking, you will have voting power. The voting power will give you the possibility to utilize and vote on the protocol and all of the things that come out. And by voting them, you will be able to be rewarded with the airdrop season 2. So half of it, put it into stacking, keep it there. It is a 30-day unstaking period, just so that you know. But once you've done that, you come back here and you swap the Jupiter back to the the half of the Jupiter, because half went to stacking. You swap the Jupiter back into Solana, not USDC, not WEN, back into Solana. And why are we doing the Solana? Because these tokens, now we're gonna get them back to dBridge, and we're gonna go and farm the second airdrop that the second wallet for the dBridge airdrop, which we were farming because we simply moved our token from dBridge, Ethereum to Solana on Phantom, and now we wanna bridge them back. So the procedure that's gonna happen over here, as we see, once the transaction is completed and the network is no longer congested, which is absolutely amazing from Phantom and the Solana ecosystem. Now that we have them back to Solana, we go back to dBridge over here, and we're gonna go to the bridging situation, and we got the Solana wallet already in. If you wanna swap between wallets, you only simply need to do this. You simply need to swap within wallets, simply swap back, go back, as you see here, and it opens up. Now that we have the token over here, as we said, it is based on the amount that you go and switch. We did send ourselves 0.2 Solana, which did refer to approximately $30, or simply go and put over here on the bottom left, whatever you want. But as we said again, please enter a valid address. This time around, you need to go and put the MetaMask wallet address, simply copy it and put it over here. And we are gonna go and receive the Solana from Solana to the Ethereum wallet. As we see here, still fees to pay. Now, what you can do is simply go and diluate the transaction, the amount of transaction. You can do them more by simply sending less token. You will be spending more gas fees than the token that you actually sent, but that is up to you. But let's go and do it now one. But if you put, for example, 0.05, which is the minimum that you can send, so approximately $7, for 0.2 that we did the first transaction with, you can go and do it 4 times, meaning that you're farming 4x the points, meaning that the points will keep on going up. And we can do that. So simply 0.05 over here. It's gonna confirm transaction broadcasted. You click on it once again, you do the same procedure. Your MetaMask wallet is already there, and you keep on doing this. You get 227 points per transaction. Just bear in mind and remember that you are losing a little bit of money every transaction because of the gas fees that you are generating, and these gas fees turn into points, which these points turn into airdrop allocation. And as we see here, we don't have many points at all, but we're still ranked about top 10%. So do all of them very easily. But to make the procedure faster, I'm just gonna go and send the whole rest of the amount that I do have over to my Ethereum wallet, which was the remaining of the 0.02. And we see here we did farm our token, we did farm our points, and we have scaled up in the leaderboard. Now that we have the token back to Ethereum, which is where we started, as we said, we did Jumper, Optimism to Arbitrum, then we went to dBridge, Arbitrum to Solana, then we went to Jumper, Solana, we did all the swaps, staked them, we went back to dBridge, and we did Solana back to Ethereum. Now that we have our tokens back to Ethereum, what can we do? Well, we're gonna go to scroll over here, and before going to scroll, you can pick either dBridge, you can pick Jumper, you can pick anything that you want. And in this case, as I did farm this one, I will go back to Jumper and I will send my token. So I will send any amount of token. Let's utilize the Ethereum over here. The Ethereum that I have on the Optimism chain, I will send them back to Ethereum because there is no gas fees from the platform. But keep in mind, by doing this, the gas fees now are a little bit higher because we're sending to Ethereum and Ethereum gas fees are high. But why do we need this? Because we need to go and do all the procedure that we need to do for the scroll and the ZKSync airdrop. So for scroll over here, we send from Optimism to Ethereum with 5-cent commission. We can do the bridging and we're good to go. Swap to Optimism, do the bridging, accept the transaction, and we're sending from Jumper from Optimism to Ethereum. Now that we have them into Ethereum, it is very important that you go and utilize the bridge, the proper scroll bridging application, because it is a requirement for the scroll airdrop in the coming days when it will be available. And it is very important that you go and do it. Once we have done it over here, we will receive them within the Ethereum wallet. Once we have the Ethereum wallet, you will be able to go to the scroll bridge website over here. And it's going to give us the possibility, once it's done, to go and put any amount that we want from Ethereum to scroll. The deposit to scroll is only able to be done on Ethereum, as we see over here. That's why we're sending it back to Ethereum. We're not sending it to Arbitrum. We're not sending it to anything else. We need to send it to Ethereum. Once we are here, we click on the Ethereum chain. We swap our wallet from Optimism to Ethereum, and now we have our token. What we're gonna do is click on deposit funds, and we're gonna go and deposit from Ethereum to scroll. There are even more gas fees to pay over here because we are approaching with Ethereum. But once we've done it, what can we do? Well, once we did deposit the funds from Ethereum all the way to scroll, as we see here, it's taken successfully and funds will take up to 20 minutes to be ready. So simply wait those 20 minutes, give it time. It's pending, it takes the time for the chain. Once it's here, simply click on withdraw to Ethereum and you have the possibility to do the withdraw. It will be over here and it will simply say, bridge back. So easy as that. When you bridge asset, your transactions will appear here. You can withdraw or you can claim. So there's two different things. I can withdraw from scroll to Ethereum, and by simply clicking on withdraw over here, which is underneath here, switch your chain to scroll and you will see your funds and your allocation. As you see here, I got 0.02. I did have a few more from before. Insufficient balance, the amount must be less than this one. Okay, we can click on 0.017. And what I was sending before, as you see, it's 0.1. So we can either wait for them or simply do with what I had before. I will wait for them, but simply click on withdraw funds and you will be able to withdraw your funds over here on the scroll situation. Once you've done all of this, we are going to go to the ZKSync website, which is this one right here. And we need to switch the network, and we have the possibility to do it from Ethereum once again or ZKSync. So once again, we need our token to Ethereum. And this is why after the situation with the transaction deposit to scroll is finished, you're going to have it over on your scroll situation. We'll come back here and we withdraw them back to Ethereum, because from Ethereum, we need to send them back to the ZKSync airdrop over here. And we're going to do the same procedure over here. We deposit from Ethereum to ZKSync. And then what we're going to do is simply switch between these two from ZKSync to Ethereum, and the whole airdrop situation is done. But I hope you did enjoy this video. It is a little bit of a longer one, but it is a complete guide on the top airdrop, in my opinion, that are going to come in the next days or in the next month or in the next 2024. With that said, thank you for watching and I see you all in the next video. Ciao, guys.